wonderful people. I hope that you can hear me well. Don't ask me why I wanted to do this outside where I am, but it's a nice breeze. It feels good out here. And I thought, you know what? Let me do a live outside. So hopefully you can hear me. I've tested this microphone like 100 times. So hopefully it works. Um, I feel really, really good. I hope you do too. It's nice. The summer is coming and it's getting warmer outside. Sun is very important. But that's not what I came on to talk about. I have been thinking a lot about the things that we do to please others and sacrifice ourselves. So I know that I trigger people. And when I say trigger people, I mean, I know that I'm not for everybody. I'm not supposed to be for everybody. It's okay if you don't like me or, you know, you have the same mindset as me or any of those things. That's totally fine. We all should like the people that we like. We all should energetically vibe with the people that we want. But I also know that I trigger people because I don't have a problem speaking about, the things that I've been through in my life. I don't have a problem having honest conversations with people about their pain, about their trauma, about the things that they've experienced. I don't have a problem putting it all out there. And I used to, though. I used to think that sharing my story, talking about the things that I've been through, my story, because I wasn't able to talk about it because I felt shame about it. And I didn't really truly understand that everybody has a story. Everybody has pain that they've been through. And what I even more didn't understand is that sharing my story, sharing the pain would benefit someone else, right? Would allow someone else to feel comfortable to share their story. They may have experienced something similar or experiencing nothing that I experienced. But the whole point was they felt comfortable enough to be transparent because they're like, look, there's another person sharing something about themselves. Now, the other people that I trigger are people that I know, people that have known me for a long time. And this is not in a negative way. It's not, in a way to put anybody down or to talk about anybody. But sometimes when we're struggling and we are going through things and, we see someone else that's going through the same thing, like we resonate with them, we resonate with their pain, we resonate, with whatever struggles they've been through. The thing is, many times when that person sees you not having those same issues or deciding to make a change in your life, deciding to grow, deciding to become better, to love yourself more, to understand how important it is to choose you at every single moment, it triggers them. And they may not know, they're not wanting to necessarily sabotage you or feel a certain way. It's just that you trigger them because you're not in the same place that they were and you're deciding to do something different for yourself. You're deciding to heal. You're deciding to grow. And what it does is it bothers that person inside of them that has the same potential as you, that they're deciding not to tap into, that they're deciding not to grow, that they're deciding not to level up, that they're deciding not to become a better person for themselves and not anybody else. So let me just tell you something. I will trigger anybody on any given day because guess what? The most important person in this whole story is me. I am the person that has to keep growing, that has to keep loving myself, to keep making decisions to create and not be concerned about what other people think, feel, see, anything. And I am the most compassionate, the most empathetic, all of that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not just saying, just forget everybody and everybody be damned. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you have to choose you despite what other people think because you are the only person that can live your life the way that you need to. You are the only person that God speaks to in terms of what your mission is in life, what your purpose is, how you're going to impact people, whatever that is. We cannot stay stuck with people who refuse to change. You can love them. You can honor who they are. You can do all of that, but you cannot take and water yourself down. You cannot take and play small and continue to be that old version of yourself just to please the other person because you trigger them, because your happiness, the things you want to do in your life, the places that you want to go, the environments that you see yourself, going into, stepping into your new power, it bothers them. And even more, what I used to do is, when I had an idea, when I had a thought, when I, felt like I was, receiving messages from God, from spirit, and really understood there were things that I need to do, and I would go to support from someone that may love me, they didn't understand because they didn't get the vision that I have about my life. So because of that, they didn't have the insight. They didn't have the ideas. They couldn't see what God was giving me creatively creatively to do with my life. So it was easy for them to, to downplay it or to say, are you sure that that's the right decision? Are you sure you can do that? Or are you sure that's going to work? Yes, it will work as long as I don't listen to you, as long as I do exactly what I was told with my life. Hi, Corey. Thank you for joining. Um, so I say all that to say, I know that many of you have had times in your life where it was things that you wanted to do with your life, but you didn't. And not because it was so much you stopping you. You were listening to other people. You were listening to all those different voices in your head. You were, going for support to people that actually had small minds. And when I say small minds, I mean they couldn't look beyond their current situation to see a bigger picture of life, to understand that although we have this circle, right, of people, of community, that there is so much more out there, that there is so many more things that we can do in our lives. And there's so many, there's so much stuff. Hey, Junior, what's up? What's up? So, I just want you to live the most authentic life possible. I want to live my most authentic life that I can live because at the end of the day, I know that I only have this life and I have to play full out and I have to do the things that make me happy. I'm not saying you don't have responsibilities. I'm not saying that, you may have to care for others or take care of other people. But in every, hold on one second, it's a helicopter. Okay. But in every now moment that you have, choose you. It doesn't mean you're choosing you and you're ignoring other people, but choose you because that is the only way that you're going to gain the peace, the happiness, all of those things. Hello, Christ. I'm doing well. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I am just tired of seeing. And when I say tired, I mean energetically seeing people that I know can vibrate higher, that I know can do so many things with themselves, but they vibrate so low because they're scared, because they're worried about what other people will think about the things they want to do with their life. And the reason why I know is because I was one of those people. I was one of those people. So choose you. Whatever it is that you know that you need to do with your life, whatever creative ideas you have, whatever the thing it is that you want to do, it may be to paint, it may be to sing, it may be to start your own business, it may be to minister, to counsel people, it may be to do volunteer work, it may be to have the greatest partner ever and have children. And I don't know, whatever it is, whatever it is that your heart desires that is going to help you fulfill whatever it is in your heart that you know that you need to do, do it. And don't let anybody's opinion, what anybody has to say, what anybody is doing, stop you from choosing you. We only have this life to do the things that we need to do. Christ, you said, what are you asked me what am I talking about? You're confused. So what I'm talking about is making a decision to choose you in every moment that you can, to really, really, choose to be your authentic self. And when I say your authentic self, what I'm referring to is being the person that deep down you are, not the person that puts on a show for other people, not the person that kind of plays a different character in your own story because you want people to like you, or you want people to see you a certain way, or you want to please other people. Just stop playing small, because you're not. Each of us has a gift. God put so much spirit in each of us to play full out, to do the things that we need to do in our life. I made decisions so many times to not do the things that I know I was supposed to do in that moment. And so, it put me on a different timeline. It's not a thing of being negative or like judging myself, or, calling myself out. That just wasn't the time for me to do it. But I'm saying that because we don't know when our day is up, and everybody has an expiration date. So you don't know if tomorrow you're going to be on the wake up list. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. So if you don't know, whatever it is that you're supposed to do in this now moment, today, in this hour, then do it. I truly believe that each of us was put here for a reason. I think that, and more than just one, right? Because when I look at my life and I look at, the different decades that I lived through as you age, it puts me on different timelines of my story. And each individual choice that I make puts me on a different timeline. And I'm okay with that. But I want to be so real with me. I want to choose myself and my happiness, because the fact of the matter is, anybody that loves me, that cares about me, that's depending on me, that I am caring for, is needing me to be that person, because I'm going to be a better person for them. I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not going to be exhausted. I'm not going to, be holding on to all this stress and worry and fear, because I'm being real. I'm being authentic to who I am. And I'm not, putting on a show, being this character, being this quote unquote person that people used to know me as. So I'm okay with triggering the people that want to see me be the character that I used to be and not be who I am now. I'm okay with being this person and having those people, doubt me or question who I am, or, saw me start my business and was like, wait, what is she doing? That's weird. Oh, she's online. She's doing all of this. But now they see that I haven't given up. They see that I've kept going. They see that I'm not going to give up. And now I look valid to them, right? Now they see me as the expert. And I'm totally fine with that. But I didn't do what I did to convince people of who I am now. I did it because I needed to find the version of me that was deep inside of me that I had to be authentic to, that I needed to help me to find my purpose. And that other person that existed, that older version of me, she still lives in me. I'm just not choosing to allow her to make the decisions for myself anymore. So I just want everybody to be able to do the same thing for themselves, to see themselves as special, to see themselves have a special gift, to see themselves do whatever it is that their heart desires, that's going to allow them to love themselves more and more each day, and to find their self-worth, because it is going to make you a happier and more peaceful person. And it's going to help you to love everybody more abundantly, authentically, and just the most beautiful way. Yes, Ray. Ray, I want to send you a whole lot of light and love. It is not easy to identify the things that we need to change, or, we need to heal from, or we need to grow. Um, I just commend you for even coming on and being transparent. Ray said that one thing that he needs to do is to stop drinking and find happiness in something else. I understand that, because anything that we do to help us feel a temporary feeling, it is temporary and it's outside of ourselves. So the alcohol, and I don't know if this is true, maybe it helps you feel a certain way, but that's only a brief moment, and you're chasing that feeling over and over again. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I know that energetically all of us just want to feel good, right? We want to feel seen, we want to feel loved, we want to feel heard, we want to feel accepted. And a lot of times we do things outside of ourselves for those feelings, but they're temporary. And then some things that we do are not only temporary, but they actually are physically harming us, or blocking us from feeling good. So thank you so much for being transparent. And I want to send you again a lot of light and love to make your transition and to find your happy without drinking, if that's what you're choosing to do. Thank you so much, Princess. Thank you so much. Bless you and your family as well. Um, but yes, I know that it's not easy to make changes. I know that sometimes when you're going through these things energetically and you're making changes and you're wanting to change your life. Oh, hold on, guys, it's a helicopter. That sometimes you feel isolated, because a lot of times maybe your environment that you're in, there are people that you can't really confide in because they're not making the change with you. But I do believe that if you are wanting to make a change and you start developing yourself and you start changing your environment, that the people that are doing the same thing, you will attract them, because you're choosing you. And who we are, we usually reflect the people that are reflecting those things that we're doing, that we're feeling energetically, that we're being, how we're vibrating. We're attracting those people to us. So when you make different changes in your life, you start attracting people that have either made those changes or are currently going through the same transformation as you. So keep on going, keep on, finding what helps you to create more, what helps you to love yourself more, to just help you to feel better, to feel beautiful, to feel seen, to love yourself, to feel heard, to all of those things. Don't stop creating those versions, those parts of yourself. Forgive yourself and start healing through things that you've been dealing with. It's so important to not stay stuck. Hi, Fanny. I hope I'm saying your name right. I hope I am. Thank you so much, by you for watching from Indonesia. And I'm going to jump off now because it's getting dark out here, but I appreciate all of you watching. I want to let you know that I have in my description link, I do have one-on-one consults for financial therapy. I am a licensed mental health therapist as well. And I also have consultations for credit repair. My goal is to help as many people understand financial literacy, to heal through their financial trauma, to get their credit right, to build their business, to understand that, having good credit, understanding your financial mindset, it's about access. It's about giving you access to create more wealth for yourself, to create more understanding, to create more peace and love for you, and all of those things. Because let me tell you something, whether you know it or not, money is spiritual, and how we connect in our relationships to money is so important. And that's one of the biggest reasons why healing yourself will help you see so many things different. And that includes how you look at your finances, how you look at your relationship with money. So if, like I said, the description link, if you want to book a call with me, my website is on there, and you can go in there and press the free consultation, and let's get on the phone and chat. I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your weekend. Again, I want to send you so much love, and to always remember, you are your greatest value and you are your greatest asset. Take care. Oh, one more thing. I am doing a live on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern with Todd Stewart. He is a fantastic, fantastic person that has leveled their life up, and he is a credit repair consultant. He does funding. He has been through a lot in his life, and we're going to talk about his story and all of the things that he has done and created for himself, for his family, and just really discussing the mindset that it took to level his life up through the challenges, through all the pain, through all of the things that he went through, and how he healed from it. So, anyway, you guys have a great night. Love you. Bye.